Welcome to Carol's Art Adventures. Thank you for tuning in. I have a very special video today. I am doing a piece of art inspired by Giorgio P. At the moment, the video is moving very fast, but I'm at the library and I'm researching library books on Giorgio P. And I have found a few, as you can see. Once I have found a few, I photocopy an image that I really like. And that is the image that I will work with. You'll just see in slow motion now. There we go, that's the image that I have chosen to work with, and I went through lots of books to find it. Here I am at home again and have pulled out a canvas, and I've decided to paint over an old canvas. I'm doing this to demonstrate that we don't always need to buy new canvases or new stuff every time we do paint. The next step was to draw out the image in pencil. So I put the image beside me, I put my colour reference book in front of me, and I just start sketching a line drawing, a very basic line drawing of the image that I want to paint. This is really nice because you just get to know, you really get to learn and know the shape of what you're trying to do, and it's a really important part of drawing is to learn the shape of what it is. Once I have done a lovely line drawing, then I go and I start to mix some colours. I'm starting with painting a wash. So basically what I will do is paint over the darkest colours and the lightest colours in a very light watery wash so that I can see where the light and shade is, and it's also the perfect time to see if there are any errors in the painting that I would have missed earlier when I did my drawing. So it's a very important part of the process because you're getting to learn about the first stage. You were learning about the shapes and the lines. Now you're learning about the light and the shade of the painting. And this is also a very important part of it so that you can make a drawing and a painting that really does represent what you're trying to capture in a piece of art. So here I am busily painting in all the different little pieces that I see.
Actually, as I started to get more confident with the brush and the colour, I realised that you can just keep painting over it until you're happy with it. There's no need to even concern yourself at this moment about doing it correctly. Just do your best with it. Then you get lighter, and it's easy to go lighter because keep the painting as a wash. Keep the paint as a wash, just very loose, because you're only using it to highlight the differences in the light and shade so that you can, when you apply your paint, that you're getting that you're kind of more confident to place your stronger colours because you know where things are meant to go. So yeah, just paint that on there. It's great because it just allows you to see if there's anything that really is turning up that's really not working in the painting. See that mine is slightly fatter and more heart-like than that one.
At this point I started to add in some colours. So I started with blue, and I wanted to feel like there was a sky through the kind of heart shape. Because this is a very uplifting, light inspired picture as I see the original being in that way, and so I went this way with this painting. So I start with the blue and I paint in the light and I get darker as I go down the page, or down the painting, should I say. When I paint, I'm quite instinctive. I'll probably stick with one colour for a little while and until I get to a point where I'm feeling like there's okay, I've got the basics in. I know the cornerstones of where everything's going to go, and then from there I get very intuitive. Like once I've put down that blue, I'm happy just to be intuitive about the rest of the colour, and I'll be like, okay, I'll go with this one next, I'll go with that one next, because I have the basics done. I have good line, a good shape, and I've got the basic shapes in. So from there I just allow myself to be quite organic with this paint colours that I pick, and then from there I just follow the paint and go back to the painting and have the light and the shadings and that, and use that to paint in my paintings. You'll see on my palette that I have like light and light and dark shades of every colour, because you have to well, you don't have to, but I like to have some depth in the colours. Bringing the colours forward and back is an important part of the painting process. At the moment I'm painting the strongest colour in the painting, which is that reddish orange colour. That will be almost the focal point of the painting. It will be the thing that will draw you into the painting, that people will go by and be caught by the colour, that orange and red colour in the middle of the painting, and come and take a second look. So it's really important that you take your time and paint that really nicely, so people get a nice line and nice shapes to be drawn in by. Also, you can see my paintbrush is a smaller paintbrush now, because this is we're getting more details as the painting goes on. I've pulled out a smaller paintbrush to paint these red colours, because I want to be precise and strong, and to have a strong impact that people are drawn into the centre of the painting. As you can see, I've put the red on the top of the painting and the two sides, which draws people straight into the line up the middle of the painting, and brings your eye up from the bottom straight to the top, or from the top right to the bottom.
That's my signature there, and it was inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe's painting The Lakes, and I'm really pleased with the finished thing. I'm glad that I did it in black and white, that I used black and white photocopy rather than a colour, because it just allowed me to go very colourful with it and take it into my own a little bit, and which is very important in art, even if you use inspiration, or even in this case copy to a large degree, that you use something of your own about it.
Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you give it a go, and please remember, if you do, to show me the pictures. Thanks again, and have a lovely day. Happy being creative. Bye for now.